Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the most recent episode of Smackdown from January 2nd. So yeah, the first 3-hour show of the year. First one since like June, I think. So yeah, starting the new year with a 3-hour show. So I'm going to be going over all the matches, the segments, and I'm going to rank all of them and give the full show a rating at the end of it. So yeah. Okay, I took a breath there, damn. Started off with The Miz crashing out, which honestly was like, if they didn't pay it off with somebody returning, I thought it was going to be horrible. Thankfully, Randy came back and saved us from that, because I'm honestly a little bit over The Miz at this point. I like his work, but at the same time, it's a little bit too much. I'm like, okay. He should not be kicking off 2026 like that, so yeah. But Randy came back, RKO'd him, and I think it could be a good program for like a one-match feud. I think it could be. I think it could be something cool. But yeah, that was ultimately a weird segment to kick off the year. But hey, at least Randy's back, and for the reason that Randy's back, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, good start there. Cool. The first match of the show was the 8-woman tag team match between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss versus Lash Legend, Nia Jax, and the Kabuki Warriors. So yeah, this match. I think all it was to showcase the stars on the show, and that's really about it. It was a decent match, and yeah, that's really about it. There's nothing more to say about it. So yeah, decent match, decent showcase. So I'm gonna give it a 3.2 out of 5. Case closed. Moving on. Up was the fabulous execution or repackaging, I should have said, for Kit Wilson and the return of Matt Cardona, or the debut of Matt Cardona in WWE. So yeah, first of all, I'll start off with Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson, brand new entrance, brand new repackaging, pretty cool Titantron as well. Honestly, I think he's getting over too, because not in the crowd, obviously, but online he's going semi-viral for that. Cody Rhodes is liking it. Like, everyone's hyping up his theme song. I don't know. I think it seems cool too. I think it's a pretty good song. And then Zack Ryder, or Matt Cardona, comes back. He comes back first as Zack Ryder, but then the name changes to Matt Cardona, and now he's fully Matt Cardona back in WWE. So yeah, I think he's also signed to Smackdown too. So that's pretty cool. SmackDown's getting all these people back as well. So that's pretty cool. They already have Randy. Now it's Matt Cardona. So yeah, and the match started. It was an okay match. It wasn't bad. It was decent, honestly. I mean, for the 4 minutes ago, it was decent. Matt Cardona got the win. Looked pretty good. So did Kit Wilson. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Moving on there. Next up was Sami Zayn returning to SmackDown, along with the debut of Trick Williams on SmackDown too. So yeah, first of all, you had Sami Zayn come back. He was telling the story about how he was sitting in the front row for the John Cena retirement tour, or for the retirement match. I'm sorry, with the son, and his son's asking why hasn't he won a world title. Well, he came back to say that he's gonna go for a world title in 2026. And then out comes Trick Williams, which honestly I love that, because like he was already over with the crowd, and they're already chanting "Whip that Trick," and they're already going crazy for him. And yeah, I would love to see this program between Trick and Sami Zayn. He's already gonna face Rey Fenix next week. So yeah, but Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, like a mini feud there, honestly would be a lot of fun to watch, in my opinion. It was a good promo segment between these two as well. I'm gonna go to 4 out of 5. Love that Sami Zayn is back, and absolutely love that Trick Williams is now a member of SmackDown. So yeah, I think it was about time that he got called up. So pretty cool to see there. Next up was the United States Championship between Carmelo Hayes versus Johnny Gargano. First and foremost, I think Tommaso Ciampa is going to end up being released, which I hope that's not the case, but... Or not released, I think he's leaving WWE. That's what I read the morning after that, so yeah. It's unfortunate, but hopefully he finds a way he appreciates and all that. What am I saying? I don't know. Hopefully he does well wherever he goes. So I should have said that. I don't know why I said the other shit. But yeah, this match was fun to watch. Nothing really too insane. It was just a fun match as usual. And I'm so glad that Carmelo Hayes is going to be continuing the U.S. Open Challenge, because obviously we've had bangers every single week, and I'm glad it's going to continue with Carmelo here. So yeah, I'm going to give the match a 3.7 out of 5. So now let's move on again. Next up was the segment between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Cody Rhodes cut this promo. I really didn't... No, he did cut a promo. But I don't remember it for the life of me. I'm going to have to look at it. I'll be right back. So I just rewatched the Cody part of the promo where it's only Cody talking. And basically his promo was that the status of champion, the nickname he's earned as champion, is not going to be changing in Berlin when he faces Drew McIntyre in the 3 Stages of Hell. So that was basically all what the promo was about. And then Drew comes in. He's standing outside of Cody's bus, and then he he holds up a picture of a framed picture of Cody and Dusty. And then he destroys the frame. Cody is just running towards him. He's trying to find him, and then Drew's already in the ring. So then Cody goes back to the ring. He burns the photo. Drew burns the damn photo, and there's like 40 people restraining Cody. And it's very hard to watch segment because, my God, like, in kayfabe, obviously, he went way too far. Like, it was just so uncomfortable to watch for me because I'm like, oh, a little bit too much there. But they played that heel role, or Drew McIntyre plays the heel role extraordinarily well. I loved it. I love the entire segment. I love the work that these two have done. I'm going to go to 5 out of 5. I loved it. It was amazing. So, yeah. Moving on to the next thing. Next up was the Women's U.S. Championship between Julia and Chelsea Green. The match was decent. I'm not going to really say too much about it because it was a shorter match than I expected. It was only like 7 minutes, but hey. It was fine. Nothing really too special, but Julia ended up becoming the Women's United States Champion. Now, I am not complaining about that. I think Julia is amazing in the ring. I think she has a good person beside her to cut a promo for her. And yeah, the only thing I ask is, God damn, WWE, please book the run correctly. The only matches Julia had in her reign was against Chelsea and Zelina. And the one versus Zelina was an amazing match, and they never used her again for some reason. Please, I beg, elevate that championship. You have someone good on your hands. You have a good heel on your hands. Please book the run correctly. It's not that hard. Please do. And with a 3-hour show, you should not, there's no excuse. With a 3-hour show, there's no excuses at all. So please book it correctly. That's all I ask. I'm going to give the match a 3.2 out of 5. Let's move on to the main event. And the main event was an ambulance match between Aleister Black and Damian Priest. Not really many complaints about this one. This one went a little bit longer than I expected. I expected around 15 to 18 minutes. It went 23 minutes, which, alright. It was a fun match though. I'm not really complaining too much, but it was a little bit longer than I thought. But hey, it was a really fun match, a great one to watch. I'm gonna give it a 4.3 out of 5. A lot of amazing spots. The fireball to Aleister Black's face, revenge for what happened in October. The only complaint I have with this is that Damian Priest won. It's not really a big complaint because I like Damian Priest and he's booked to be a strong heel. A strong face. But in my opinion, I think Aleister should have won the feud, and I think he should have won it back in October, in my opinion. Because I think this has dragged on for way too long. How long was it? How long has it been? Like 6 months or maybe more than that? I think they should have ended it in October. I think that was the perfect time to end it. But I guess it is what it is, I guess. I just hope Aleister doesn't go down in the shuffle and get lost in the shuffle like most people do. I think Aleister's really good at his job. I think him and Zelina are going to make a really good pairing right now in this heel run. So, I liked it. It was a great match, though. That's match of the year so far. 4.3 out of 5, so yeah. Sorry I messed up my wording there. It was a little bit weird. This is my 7th take already, which tells you all you need to know how bad I am at doing this, so yeah. Here are the rankings for, everything that happened that night. Nothing bad at all. Nothing went below 3. And 3 out of 5 is equivalent to 6 out of 10. So, yeah. Nothing went below 3. It was a really solid show. A lot of good names. Big returns. Big debuts. Randy came back. Kate Wilson's repackaged. Matt Cardona. You had Sami Zayn return. Trick Williams debut. You had the awesome segment between Cody and Drew. The great match between Carmelo and Gargano. Julia became champion. The ambulance match was fantastic. I mean, there's really nothing to complain about for me in this show. I have no complaints about it. I thought it was very solid. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I thought the match quality could have been better, in my opinion. Like with a few matches, like with the tag match, Cardona versus Wilson could have gone longer. But that's just nitpicking at that point. So yeah, I thought it was a very solid show. I really hope that they follow up this momentum next week in Berlin as well. Berlin was a top 3 crowd last year, or I think in 2024. It was a top 3 crowd in that year. I'm hoping they have a good show with that. It sounds to me like it's already going to be a good one. You have Trick and Ray Phoenix. You also have Cody versus Drew in 3 Stages of Hell. I forgot what else. But, yeah. That's going to do it for this one, everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Goodbye.